Hi everybody, that's Allie.
And that is Dash,
Welcome to our playdate.
where we choose a game, sometimes make up our own rules, and play for a while.
Enjoy listening and playing along.
Or don't. We can't hear you. It's a podcast. Hey, little ghosties.
Hey little ghosties.
We got you a Christmas present of a Hanukkah episode.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a little break for the new year.
Yeah. And, but we're not going to leave you hanging.
Of course not. We would never do that.
No. So here is a special bonus episode that we recorded on a road trip.
From last season when we were doing our TV and movie themed season.
Yeah. And we have a special guest, our friend Joe.
We hope you enjoy it.
Enjoy. And you'll see us next time.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so best will they, won't they TV show payoff is the question.
There was a lot. Like the first one that comes to mind is Jim and Pam.
I knew you were going to say that.
But it was a good payoff. But then afterwards, they just became
Right.
a normal couple, and the show went on for way more seasons than it needed to.
Which to me makes
Yeah.
it not the best. 'Cause
Correct.
Then,
Yeah.
like, you want it to end there so you can dream that they were together forever.
Right.
But,
And everything was perfect.
Yeah.
right. But
Here's,
then we see that it's not.
here's another one that I'm very upset about. Zach and
Kelly?
Lisa. No. Zach
Oh.
and Lisa. Does anybody remember when that happened?
No.
No, because it happened in one episode and then they never mentioned it again.
Lisa, I'm so excited. I'm so scared that
No,
later
that's
on it
Jessie.
was you. Oh, Lisa Turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa Turtle.
So-
yeah.
So Zach literally makes out with every girl on that show, because of course he does. But the Jesse one, it happens, but then it's sort of like, again, yeah, you never hear it mentioned again, because I guess they just wanted that conflict between Zach and Kelly and Jesse and Slater. But they sort of can't. You sort of get that they're like, oh no, we're just friends, right? Like it sort of was a thing, but then we're just friends. We've been friends since we were kids. It's not going to be a thing. But the Lisa Turtle episode was like this huge falling out between Zach and Screech, and hey, I really like Lisa, but I don't. People were so upset about it that they just never mentioned it again.
Didn't we just find out they did that with Friends, where like Rachel
Yes.
hooked up with somebody and then everybody was mad? Joey.
Joe, yeah, no, Rachel and Joey, they did a whole thing where
I mean,
Joey and Rachel had feelings for each other, and then like the whole season was built upon this. And then when they finally got together, they're like, oh well, now we can be together because Ross is okay with it and he's dating somebody, and everybody else is okay with us dating. And then suddenly it was just like, I'm not feeling it. And then they
Okay.
just stopped because people were not into it.
so I submit for your critique. Alias, Sydney and whoever Michael Vartan played. Now, to be fair, I did not watch the last season, and I know he wasn't in the last season, so I don't know how they dealt with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember wanting that to happen for a really long time, and then it finally happened, and I was like, oh, this is the best. And then also Mulder and Scully. I mean, Mulder and Scully's love is one for the ages. And I don't think you ever really, really get the payoff.
Wait,
but,
Mulder and Scully got together?
Eventually, they get together.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
a little
that.
bit.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
it makes. I don't remember because my sister's the one that would watch it more than I would.
Hey,
But it
everybody,
was
that's Joe. You may remember
That's
him
Joe.
from the Joe Name It episode.
But I mean, it makes sense. But it's the sort of thing that it's kind of a jump the shark vibe. Like
With
that-
Mulder and Scully?
I feel like I feel like it's just
Oh.
it didn't need to happen.
Oh, it did. It did. Oh, it did.
For me, what I'm submitting is JD and Elliot from Scrubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it happened early on, and then but it was a very like lust filled, like
Yeah.
she's hot, he's
And they
whatever.
weren't even really together. It was just sort of like a thing, and then they just.
Yeah, and then
then
they
they
kind
eventually
of
was
all
like-
did their
yeah.
own like separate journey,
Mm-hmm.
and JD did a lot of maturing and stuff, and then it comes back, and it's just
Yeah.
like that final episode of the actual last season, not the money grab that was that extra season or spin-off attempt. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. It was sort of like an extra spin-off where
they were
JD passes off his narration.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be like more of an ensemble cast, like focus on different characters, and then like they were at a teaching, like I think it was a med school,
Right,
and then
like
you had
now
like
JD is the mentor.
Yeah, or like an instructor, and so was Turk and Dr. Cox. So it was not good. There's a reason we don't count it.
Yeah.
Especially because the ending was actually so good, and that there's that whole like film montage at the end of like him envisioning what his future would be like, and I'm like, so well done.
Yeah,
endings are hard. You finally did a good ending, and you're like, let's do another season.
Let's keep going.
I think I watched Scrubs for a while and then I stopped. And I think when I stopped watching, Elliot shows up at JD's door. Does that happen? Yes. At the end of the season, she shows up at his door. Yeah. I think that's where I stopped watching.
I believe so. Okay, nobody is going to agree with me here because I don't know how many of you watch this, but Captain Planet and the Planeteers, when Wheeler and Linka finally got together.
I mean, if that's not a love for the ages. I have no.
And the Cold War was solved.
Pollution was ended.
Everything was fixed.
No, it was. For me, the best will they, won't they that they do is like when you don't see it coming, right?
I don't. I want to know it's coming. That's what's satisfying about it. Yes.
Because I feel like but I feel like it's more satisfying when it's not. Like when
but then it's not really a will they won't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you want it.
They won't. What?
It's you want it to be. Right?
Yeah, I guess your head can't, like you're shipping them.
Right, you're shipping them and then it happens. It's not like, like Shakespeare, not Shakespeare, Sherlock and Watson, right? Like, when they finally made out.
Did they make out?
It was like a dream sequence, but they did it specifically for the fans. But it's like when you, the fan, are like, I like this character and I like this other character, and I would like to see those characters closer together, right? Like, but not that the show is proposing it as a will they, won't they. It just sort of happens. And to me, those are the better will they, won't they. I'm trying to think of situations where that happened, but it's,
I guess it's like, then it's more natural or more realistic.
Right.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's more natural and more realistic as opposed to, oh, hey, guys, we have been... Because that's the thing about the will they, won't they, right? Is that...
I mean, that's Mulder and Scully to a T.
Right. You kind of know that... Yeah, but I didn't watch X-Files. Sorry.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for you.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Here's a perfect... Like, Lisa and Zach. Nobody ever thought about putting those two together, and it was never promoted on the show until that episode happened.
Okay, wait, I got it.
Yeah.
Logan and Veronica.
Oh.
I mean, you know it's going to happen because they hate each other at the beginning. Like, you know it's going to happen, but then when it finally happens, it is so satisfying, and we're not going to talk about season 4 because it doesn't exist to me. But okay, I'm changing my book. Logan and Veronica is it for me. It's it for me.
Yeah.
The scene at the prom gets me every time. Sorry, the anti-prom.
The anti-prom?
You've seen it. Have you seen it, Jill?
No.
Veronica Mars?
No.
This is part of the podcast where we just say the same things.
I didn't even know it existed for ages. Like I think the first time I ever saw Kristen Bell was I'm forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
And then I found out that she'd done this other show and was like super famous from Veronica Mars just from listening to like TED podcasts. Not TED podcasts, tech podcasts. Like, oh, there's a whole show to launch her career.
I have a great example of will they, won't they.
Will they, will they?
Yeah, or like I wasn't expecting it, but I totally see it, and now I'm glad it happened.
They won't surprise they did.
Yeah, Dexter, the captain, and what is it? The Puerto Rican guy, and and the captain. Yeah, like I was not expecting that. Yeah, the Puerto Rican captain, the sergeant with the hat. I forget his name now. Sergeant Spanish name.
Who's married in real life?
Yes.
To
the lady from the Bear.
Tina from the Bear.
Yes.
Yes, Jeff.
Yes, Chef. Yes.
No, yes, Jeff.
Oh yeah, just Jeff. Why do we call him Jeff?
Um,
Yeah, him. I want to
Okay.
call him Carlos. I
Guess
don't know if his
with
real name is
who?
Carlos. With the captain lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Because nobody expected it, but you're like just like they're the two Latinos on the show. They should hook
They
up.
have to be together. They can't be with anyone else.
Right.
Yeah. Of course.
You know, and then it works out.
Yeah,
Sort
that was
of.
a good one too.
Right. That was a good one where it was like, yes. And then it ended up being really crucial to the plot because, you know, stuff happens and
I don't
it's important that
remember,
they're in a
but-
relationship.
I don't remember, but I'm guessing someone probably gets murdered.
I mean, yeah.
It's Dexter.
Someone definitely gets murdered.
All right.
There we
I
go.
think we've solved it.
Yeah.
Everything is solved now.
Yep.
Great.
All
What's
is
your
right again.
What's your favorite will they won't they? Let us know.
Yeah. Drop it. Like it's hot. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I mean, it will be hot. If it's a good will they won't they? It
Yeah,
will
it's a
be
good
hot.
will they
That's
won't
the
they.
point.
We want to hear your will they won't they. What was your favorite will they? I'm trying to think of all the like Michael Schur. You know what was another really good will they won't they?
What?
Where nobody was expecting it and it happened and then it became one of the best things on the show.
Andy and April.
Yes. I do love Andy and April.
Oh yeah, Andy and
Andy
April.
and April was
yes. Yeah, Andy and April was
That
good.
did come out of nowhere for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Andy
First
and
time
April
watching
came out of
it, I was
nowhere.
like, oh.
It was like because Andy wasn't supposed to stay on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be like the asshole boyfriend.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, he's way too charismatic of an actor for us to like
And also
have people
April,
hate him. Everyone loves him.
Yeah.
And also April just very much does not care about anything. So when
Right.
you find out she actually does care about something, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
the golden retriever and the cat.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of Joe Lo Truglio and Chelsea Peretti, Boyle and Gina on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Because the whole first season he's trying to get with Rosa and nobody liked it. It was really awkward. Everyone was like, no, this doesn't really work. Their chemistry's not really there for them. And they ended up abandoning that, having Boyle almost get married to Mary Lou Renner.
Mary Lou Henner.
Mary Lou Henner, yeah. And when that breakup happens, Gina's like, oh, you know, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. And she's trying to help him hook up with anybody to try to get him over his broken engagement. They ended up getting drunk and getting together. And then that became a thing where they were just sort of these like
Office.
friends. They were like trying to keep it a secret, and then it was like
I don't
they were
remember
hate.
that.
Oh
he
my
ends
god.
up married to somebody else, right?
Yeah, he ends up with another woman, but the
All with a Diane Weist infection.
like Gina and Boyle's mom and dad end up getting together and getting married. So from then on, the joke is,
Okay.
"Hello, Gina, my sister and former lover," and she's like, "Oh, I hate it when you say that,"
That's right.
which is one of the
remembering
greatest
that.
jokes on the show. So that was a won't they did that ended up becoming a great part of a great show. And you know me, I will tout Brooklyn Nine-Nine forever today.
9-9.
Also, Jake and Amy.
Yeah, but that was happening from the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah.
So literally episode 1.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, tell us what your favorite will they, won't they, or won't they did moment is down in the comments.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We're gonna continue our road trip here in traffic.
Yeah.
Fun.
See you soon.
Fun.
Bye.
Bye. You want to say bye, Joe?
Yep. Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Now we'd love to hear from you.
You can visit playdatepod.us to watch our videos,
Access our episode library,
find out more about our brand of quality, clean comedy.
and contact us with any questions or comments.
Improvisers love audience suggestions, so make sure you visit playdatepod.us.
And the podcast you just heard was a production of Society Circus Players.
If you like what you heard today, please rate, review, subscribe, and share it with a friend.
And finally, if life's a circus, we're the clowns.